While the majority of us occasionally worry about a few more kilograms, for other people, their battle with weight is on an altogether different level. These folks are talking about hundreds of kilograms, and their struggle is not only against excess weight, it is a war for their lives. They frequently are aware that if they don't change, their condition may eventually result in their death, yet they frequently struggle to control their eating habits. We'll learn more about the top 10 fattest persons in the world in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video. Terri Smith, a mother of one, was given the warning, "Diet or die," by doctors after they discovered she weighed a substantial 317 kilograms. She was too big to fit into an MRI machine, needed a brain scan, and had severe migraines. The 49-year-old mother had been bedridden for at least 3 years and needed her husband Myron and 30-year-old oldest daughter Nadja's help with everything. She had always been huge, according to Smith. She was about 51 kilograms when she was 7 years old. She claimed that because that was what everyone was doing, she grew up eating soul food, and never gave it a second thought. She told the Daily Mail UK, "We never even looked at what we were eating, and we had no idea what was healthy and what wasn't." She gained weight after turning 32 due to severe knee arthritis that prevented her from walking more than a few steps at a time. She gained an astounding 41 kilograms in 30 days after her diuretic medicine was altered, too. Smith has started a weight loss program that includes a balanced diet and exercise in an effort to meet the requirements for a gastric bypass. Paul Mason, 51, formerly held the record for being the fattest man in the world, weighing an astonishing 444.5 kilograms. He used to eat 20,000 calories a day, which is 10 times more than what an average guy would. He claimed to be aware that it was killing him, but he was unable to stop. When his father passed away and his mother's health began to decline when he was in his 30s, he experienced a heartbreak. Despite being jobless, he managed to spend an astounding 46,000 Singapore dollars on food each year. He was advised to get a gastric bypass or risk dying. He lost weight after surgery, reaching 181 kilograms. The folds of ugly extra skin from his weight reduction are now something he wants to get removed. American Donna Simpson, 45, declared her intention to rank among the top heaviest women in the world in 2008. She created a website where people could pay to watch her eat, and her target weight was 450 kilograms. She weighed 290 kilograms in 2008, but in 2010 she was just 273 kilograms. She achieved the unfortunate distinction of being the heaviest woman to give birth in 2010 when she had a cesarean section to deliver a child called Jacqueline. A group of 30 doctors were necessary for the baby's birth. She and her spouse, Philippe Guamba, who she met in an internet chat forum for overweight women, now have a son and a daughter. Simpson ultimately made the decision to start a diet in August 2011 to reduce her weight to 170 kilograms because she wanted to be more independent and raise her kids better. When he appeared in the Half-Ton Dad program on Channel 4 Body Shop, Kenneth Brumley captured the attention of the entire globe. He was a father of 4, nearly 468 kilograms, and had been bedridden for 4 years. The Renaissance Hospital in Houston, Texas, later accepted him as a gastric bypass patient. A fire squad had to tear down a wall to be able to remove him out of the house and into the hospital. His diet was limited to 1,200 calories per day as the initial phase in his therapy. He shed 76 kilograms in 40 days while on the diet. Additionally to removing 18 kilograms of malignancies from in between his legs, doctors had to do the gastric bypass in phases. Each surgical extraction took roughly 5 hours. By the film's conclusion, he was able to walk unassisted for a brief period of time. The late rower Earl Hughes held the title for being the heaviest person ever documented during his lifetime. He was born in 1958, and his abnormal weight was thought to be caused by a pituitary gland problem. At his biggest, he weighed 480 kilograms. He weighed 92 kilograms when he was 6 years old and 171 kilograms when he was 10. He weighed more than half a ton when he passed away in 1926. He had picked up measles, which quickly turned into uremia. When he passed away, he was 32 years old. His coffin also made a statement because he spent his whole life as a showman who performed at fairs and carnivals. He was laid to rest in a casket the size of a piano. Mayra Rosales made headlines after she was charged with killing her sister's son, but the judge freed her because she was deemed too big to kill. Rosales, 31, of Texas said that because of her size, she could not possibly have lifted her arm to punch her nephew. 2008 saw the passing of 2-year-old Elizo Jr., and 495 kilograms. Rosales claimed that by falling on him, she was to blame. Investigations, however, showed that a strike to the head was the cause of his demise. Rosales subsequently acknowledged that she had made up the tale to save her sister Jamie, who, according to Rosales, had repeatedly beaten the youngster over the head with a hairbrush earlier in the day. Jamie was eventually found guilty of endangering a kid and given a 15-year jail term. Rosales' health deteriorated as a result of the stress of the events, necessitating hospitalization. She claimed that she started retaining so much water in her legs that it stretched and became infected, giving her excruciating discomfort. She has experienced recurring skin infections because of the many fat folds all over her body. Her condition has been treated by surgeons draining her body of a lot of fluid and fat. Manuel Uribe, who was born in 1965 in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, is well known for gaining the weight of 6 men. He was bedridden since 2001 after gaining a lot of weight on a diet of tacos and pizza, reaching a high weight of about 597 kilograms. Although his mother took care of all of his needs, he hoped to one day leave the house and explore the outside world. Manuel claimed that as a child, he was typical. When he was born, he was an ordinary 7.5 pounds. He had always had a large appetite, but his issues didn't start until he was in his 20s. He married and relocated to the US for employment in 1927. He weighed 127 kilograms when he departed. He said that Americans lead highly sedentary lives. He merely went from his house to his workstation, where he spent the whole day sitting. He gained 249 kilograms when the American fast food diet was added. On his right thigh, a growth started to form and impede his movement. He reached a weight of 360 kilograms with the aid of medical professionals and nutritionists. His efforts to lose weight are still ongoing. Midway through 2009, it was mistakenly claimed that Manuel had passed away. He weighed 200 kilograms in February 2012. About Brower Minnoch, who likely weighed more than 635 kilograms, lived from 1941 until 1983. He had severe edema, a buildup of fluid in the body's tissues, and it needed 13 people merely to turn him over in bed. Many obese persons get edema, and Minnoch's body retained at least 408 kilograms of fluid at his peak. Being overweight his whole life, he had struggled with weight for the greater portion of his life. At 317 kilograms in 1963, he weighed 442 kilograms in 1966. He was admitted to the hospital at the age of 37 owing to cardiac and respiratory failure, and after 16 months on a rigorous diet of 1,200 calories a day, he was released. He died on September 10 at a weight of 362 kilograms, leaving 2 kids with his 50 kilograms wife Jeanette. According to reports, the pair set a global record for the biggest weight difference between husband and wife. Dzhambik, an 11-year-old kid from Russia, holds the record for the world's fattest child with a weight of 147 kilograms and a height of 157.5 centimeters. He was born weighing 2.89 kilograms, which is a healthy weight for a newborn. But by the time he was a year old, he weighed 12.7 kilograms, and by the time he was 3, he was carrying objects weighing up to 3 kilograms. He weighed 71 kilograms when he was 6 years old, and since then, on a diet of oatmeal and ice cream, he has added about 50 kilograms. Nelia, his mother, doesn't think his weight is a problem. Dzhambik is just growing, according to her, and that is how God created him. Dzhambik, however, is a sporty kid who practices wrestling 5 days a week and enjoys going swimming frequently. When he grows up, he says he wants to be a sportsman or maybe an Olympic champion. "I like to be strong," he declared. Michael Hebranko's life story is incredible since he gained and dropped over 1,360 kilograms over the course of his lifetime, received special recognition from talk show host Oprah, and caught the eye of superstar fitness trainer Richard Simmons. His weight peaked at 498 kilograms when he was 34. "I have eaten 24 pork chops, 2 pounds of bacon, and 3 dozen eggs at one sitting," he stated. At some point, he hit rock bottom and lost all hope for survival. Once, he almost pulled the trigger when he put a pistol in his mouth. Instead, he addressed a letter to Richard Simmons, a well-known advocate for weight loss. Then, after just 19 months, Richard achieved a weight loss of more than 317 kilograms, breaking all previous records. But after his astonishing weight loss, he immediately rose back to about 453 kilograms during his celebrating dinners. He continued to have yo-yo weight loss, necessitating frequent hospital stays. He currently calls New York home and is 249 kilograms. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this. Stay tuned for a new video. Goodbye.